Just my Hi my friends. Express what?
Hi, my friends. What do you want to say?
I am so I'm so excited to I'm so excited to share our new vision vision for for the ocean us.
I'm so excited to share our new vision for the ocean and us. PODCA.
Also for the podcast.
Exclamation for the ocean and us podcast. Yeah. I mean, as you know, we've not been really able to regularly keep up with the podcast in its original form, which was interviewing friends about their work in ocean conservation and inclusion. I think it was a really great project, and we learned a lot and made a lot of connections, and we've definitely heard from many people who appreciated it and really enjoyed it.
Yes.
But Danny was feeling like it needed to be freshened up. Not that it was stale,
Yes.
but he wanted to shake things up a little bit.
Little bit.
EXACTLY.
Exactly.
Exactly. ITWASALOTOFWOR. It was a lot of work. ANDITSEEMEDTHAT. And it seemed that WEWENTREACHIN. We weren't reaching
Weren't reaching.
MANYPP. We weren't reaching many people.
Reaching many people.
After ESOIWANTTO. So I want to TAKEASTEPBACK. So I want to take a step back.
But they take a step back.
After KANDREIMAGINEWHATWE. Reimagine what we can do. INTHEOCEANREALM in the ocean realm. WHILE. CONNECTINGTOMOR while connecting to more PEOPLE.
People.
While connecting to more people. Exclamation point.
Dot.
So, do you want to share what you have come up with?
Yes.
ABSOLUTELY.
Absolutely.
All right. WEWILL.
We will.
FOCUSMOREON. We will focus more on HOWDISABEDFOLKS on how disabled folks ACCESSTHEOCEA access the ocean. After N, exclamation point.
Done.
And why have you chosen this focus, this approach? Mm-hmm.
I've
I've grown.
I've grown so much. So much through
Yeah.
my own experience in experience
I've grown so much through my own experience in Learni.
learning how to play in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Exclamation point. You've grown so much from your own experience in learning how to play in the ocean. Exclamation point.
That.
And also my perceptions of what you can do have changed a lot too. OKAY. And my confidence as a support for you has grown through our experience working on your ocean skills together, as well as watching other people help you access the water sports that you want to learn. So that's been an important growth for myself as well.
Yes. I'm so proud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of my journey.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of my journey and of me.
Met SOMEAMAZINTHEPROCE and have met some amazing people in the process. Exclamation point.
That.
Yeah, absolutely. I've really enjoyed meeting, for example, some of the other spellers we've met through surfing, through Waves for All, which you'll hear more about. And it's definitely. It's definitely a common thread that seems to run through a lot of spellers. Many of you are drawn to the ocean, and I think that's a commonality that most humans share. IAGREE.
Agree. And with that I want to intro.
Mm-hmm. With that, I want to introduce
THIS
INTERVIEW
with
JOSHUAGREIN. And with that, I want to introduce this interview with Joshua Greiner.
Who is a friend. His event through poetry.
Mm-hmm. And SURFINGANDACOMMUNITY BLTGBROGECTINA, who is a friend through poetry and surfing and a community building project in Arizona. Exclamation point. Yeah, you and Joshua have crossed paths in several ways.
Joshua.
ISOENJOYED.
I enjoyed.
I so enjoyed.
Enjoyed chatting with him.
I so enjoyed chatting with him! Exclamation point.
Dot. 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 Dot.
I think this is your first speller interview that you've
Yes.
conducted with another speller.
Yes.
ITIS
It is.
INDEED! Exclamation point. It is indeed.
Dot. Dot. Dot.
That's fabulous. I know when we were starting the podcast, or the series, we were wondering, how does this work with spelling to communicate? And we're like, well, we'll just try it. We'll just see. I mean, that's why it's in video format, right? So we can have the captions and transcript. Although your speaking enunciation is progressing
Dot. Dot. Dot.
phenomenally, I think. WETRIED. We tried it,
And.
it WORKED, and it worked.
And.
And I
Wha-
want to.
Explore. Explore. Explore options. Options for more. Oh.
Audio only. OPTIONS. Excellent. And I want to explore options for more audio only options. So you mean so people can listen
Dot. 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 Dot.
and follow along, even just listening in their car where they can't be watching a screen or reading a transcript or captions, right? RIGHT! Exclamation point. Yeah. We'll figure it out. So
Dot. 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 Dot.
back to this interview. I must admit.
Interview.
So I have met Joshua several times online and a handful of times, a handful of times in person. Very much value his company. And embarrassingly, I kept calling him Jeremy in this interview, which makes me cringe because I know and value Joshua as a complete person on his own. But Jeremy is another of Danny's friends, and Joshua
Jeremy.
do overlap with this Arizona project.
Arizona
and
project.
Danny had been hanging out with Jeremy a lot.
Jeremy or not?
And they kind of look the same. And I kept calling Joshua Jeremy, and I'm very embarrassed about that and apologize very much to Joshua. And thank you to his mom and CRP Amy for kindly correcting me. I don't know what was going on with me that day.
This.
HAHA, haha, HETHOUGHT, ITWASSOFUNNY.
It is so funny.
He thought it was so funny. Well, that's gracious of him if that's how he felt.
Done.
But really, Jeremy, I just did it again. Oh my gosh. Joshua is quite a talented poet as well as a surfer. So I really recommend. I'll find some links to some of his poetry and include it.
Recommend.
I do recommend checking out his writing in addition to this interview with him. OKAY. TOTALLY.
Totally.
Is there anything else you want to tell folks?
Yes. The folks.
HMMM.
Dot. Not for now. Other than.
Not for now, other than.
I'm so appreciative.
Okay, after E O F J O S H U A S T I M. I'm so appreciative of Joshua's time. ANDFRIENDSH. And friendship.
And friendship.
And
Oh.
also AMY apostrophe S. And also Amy's. Exclamation point.
Done.
Yeah, likewise. O-E-T-S.
Let's go.
Exclamation point. Let's go.
Done.
Boy.
This.
Okay.
Let's go.
The water and salt in the sea is also in you and me. The waves come and go, and we are pushed to grow. But we can see with our hearts there's more than the sum of its parts.
Ready to go, Danny? All right, let's go. All right, Dan. I am.
I'm so
excited
excited
to chat
you.
I'm so excited to chat with you.
Me too, Danny.
Me too, Danny. HOWARYMYFRIEND.
But my friend.
Question mark. How are you today, my friend?
Wonderful.
Good. IAMSOLUCKYWEMETTHROUG. I'm so lucky we met through SOMANITIATIVE through so many cool initiatives. And DSURFING NEOFTHEM. And surfing is one of them.
Awesome. Exhibit. Done.
Yes, so glad.
SOMANITIATIVELEDSURFING. Exclamation.
Awesome. Exhibit. Done.
So I want to learn more about how you started surfing.
Let's know more about how you started. Yeah. Is there more you want to He says, I started 5 years ago in San Diego with
5
John
years
White
ago.
of Waves for All, and with my dad and my cousins and my brother too.
Wow, it's been a while, Josh. Awesome.
Awesome.
SOCOOLILOVE WHYOUYESYER.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. Done it. Done.
Said, I loved surfing together with you earlier this year. Yeah, it was really cool to see the two of you surfing side by side.
Yeah. Keep on. So yes, I loved it.
Done. Done.
So how does surfing make you feel?
Okay, cool. Yeah, Josh says, all right, trying to read my notes here.
Danny, that's not.
He wrote so much, I had to take my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, he said, it is too incredible, feeling the tremendous energy of the ocean. I love showing it my energy. I love that its energy is so much bigger.
Wow, Jeremy, that's beautiful. Or sorry, Jeremy. Wow, Josh, that's beautiful. SOGORG.
So courses.
ANDEALLY. So gorgeous, and I totally
And totally.
LATE. I totally relate!
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Awesome. Awesome. Exclamation point. Done and done.
Mhm.
It must be pretty amazing for you guys just to have something that has bigger energy than you guys, because I know, you know, that energy you guys feel must be so big, and then to encounter something with bigger energy, that's a cool concept.
It is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. ITSO. It is so. Mhm.
It's so absolutely.
So absolutely. FREEIN, freeing, and AWEINSPIR, and awe-inspiring,
Yeah.
and so PROFOUND, exclamation point, and so profound. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Exhibit what? Done. Done.
Yeah, it seems to be something that I think any speller we've talked to about the ocean, they say there's something very special about it. About the energy they feel there, and how it can regulate them, how it helps them just kind of feel more a part of the world somehow. Totally.
Totally.
Jos, Josh. IAMSOWANTINGTOKN. Josh, I'm still wanting to know HOWWAVESFOR, how waves for all FEELSACOMMUNI! Exclamation point.
Awesome. Awesome. Exhibit what? Done. Done.
Josh, I'm still wanting to know how Waves for All feels as a community.
Excellent, it is. It is love. Do you have more to say?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Josh says, it is love. When I'm there, I feel safe and understood. Testing them, but they always know to bring me back. My body wants to run, but I want to stay. We fight our bodies, they understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're really remarkably good at helping. I know with Danny worked through some of that kind of nervous, anxious energy that anyone would experience when trying to learn how to surf, and then helping him get back to doing what he actually wants to be doing. So.
Yes, and many other people think that he doesn't want to do it, but they definitely understand. They're like, let's keep doing it. They don't listen to the body.
I mean,
they
that's
want.
For years I thought Danny didn't like being in the ocean. I knew he liked walking by it, because whenever we try to bring him snorkeling or something, he just seemed really uneasy, really anxious. We go kayaking sometimes. We just thought we'd be making him do something very unpleasant if we tried to push it, and turned out he loves it. And Josh,
yeah, now you're snorkeling. I've seen you. That's so awesome.
ITISSOAMACING. It is so amazing. WITHCOMMU with communication. How OURLIVESOPEN. With communication, how our lives open up! Exclamation point.
Done. Awesome. Exhibit what? Done.
I agree.
And Josh, you're very active too. You're involved in all sorts of things, which I think is really amazing. SOINSPIRIN. So inspiring. HATYOUDOSOMUC. That you do so much. EVENTHOUGH YOURESTILLSOYOU. And even though you are still so young.
Yes. Eh?
Exclamation.
Done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's sit down, honey. Sit down. So Danny just wanted to say that he loves the chance to speak more to Jeremy, and he want to ask him so many more questions, as would I, but he doesn't want to tire Jeremy too much. So he wants to give the option to, Jeremy, if you have any.
Oh, you mean Joshua?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I know you guys see Jeremy a lot, so all these J names.
Thank you for correcting me. There's so many J names, and you and Jeremy kind of look the same, Josh. Like dark hair, tall, slender. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Josh. Josh, yes, Danny wants to make sure that he's not stressing you out by keeping you on too long. So he wants to give you the chance to say any kind of parting words, and if there's any additional things you'd like us to include, you can always send them to us later. But Danny wants to be really sensitive to your energy level, Josh.
So it's really uplifting. Well, I'm okay to keep talking.
Oh, what did it?
Okay, and
That.
great. I'm glad to hear it, Josh. FANTASTIC.
Fantastic.
CONSER. Conservation. DHOWNSPEAKING.
Non-speaking.
FOLKSCANCON. Contribute. Question mark.
Done.
Can I ask you what you think about conservation and what we non-speaking folks can contribute?
Done.
Done.
Doing fantastic. Keep on. Okay, Josh says, I think there's so much we can contribute, like what the
What
importance
did?
of defending the planet is. We know, looking in the same truth, everyone who is autistic will illuminate the quality of experience in nature.
Yeah.
Letter part.
What do you want to say, Jen? IABSOLUTELYHER. I absolutely agree, JOS, Josh. I absolutely agree, Josh. ANDOURPERCEPTIONS OFNATU. And our perceptions of nature are so are so profound and THEWORLD and the world COULDLEARNSOMU and the world could learn so much from us! Exclamation point.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Exclamation point. Done.
Yeah, I like the word you used, illuminating. SOJOSH
So.
HOWAREFEELINGNOW. So Josh, how are you feeling now?
Done.
Keep going. Yeah. I'm feeling tired, but I love this.
Oh, good. Danny, you're feeling kind of the same, huh? HAHSAMEINDE. Haha, same indeed. WELLIHAVEONELASTQUESTION. Well, I have one last question, and that is WHEN.
That is when
When will
we
Hmm?
will surf. Surf again.
when will we surf again? Question mark.
Done.
Yeah, this summer, he says. We'll have to arrange something.
Definitely, we look forward.
Definitely
to
to look forward.
TOTALLY.
Totally.
Mhm,
Totally my surf party.
Totally my surf buddy! Exclamation point.
Awesome. Exclamation point. Done. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Awesome. Exclamation point. Done.
Danny spells, and I echo. Thank you so much for your time and energy.
Anything else?
IAPPRECIATED.
Appreciate it. Pista. Chance to just to get to know. Get to know more about you, about your ocean journey. Done.
I appreciated the chance to get to know more about your ocean journey.
Yes.
I loved it, kind friend.
Great. Anything else you want to say, my dear? SEEYOU.
See you soon. Too soon in our
Arizona. Yeah.
Eh?
And see you soon in Arizona.
Yes.
Awesome. Exhibit what? Done and done.
All right. Well, this has been so great.
Yeah, thank you so much, Josh and Amy. Josh, I'm so sorry I kept messing up your name. I did not get a very restful weekend, so my Monday's starting off very scattered. I do apologize again.
We know the feeling. Right? Okay. Yep. I'm done now, I think.
Y-U-T. So nice, you two. Excellent point.
Awesome. Exhibit what? Done and done.
You ready to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys, so much.
It's what we can see with our hearts is more than the sum of its parts.